Let's talk about a way to improve our self-worth. It's all about your self-talk, our inner dialogue, and its profound impact on our self-worth. Today, we'll explore how to cultivate mindfulness of our thoughts and reframe our perspective on mistakes and build a stronger, more positive relationship with ourselves. Let's start with a hard truth. Most of us aren't trained to talk kindly to ourselves. Our inner voices often echo phrases like, I'm not good enough, or never succeed, or I don't deserve happiness. But here's the key. We need to become aware of this negative self-talk. Be mindful of your inner dialogue. It's the first step towards change. Stop paying attention to your thoughts throughout the day. When you catch yourself thinking something negative, pause. Take a deep breath. Now, here's what it gets interesting. Replace that negative thought with a positive affirmation. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that just bullshitting myself? Maybe at first, it may feel that way. It may feel strange or weird. But here's the thing. Our brains are incredibly adaptable. By consistently replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, we can actually rewire our neural pathways over time. Now let's talk about mistakes. We often hold ourselves to impossibly high standards and berate ourselves when we fall short. But what if I told you that your mistakes are not mistakes at all, but necessary steps in your journey? Think about it this way. Every mistake is an opportunity to gain knowledge, develop resilience, and improve. It's not a failure, it's a learning experience. When we see and accept this new way of looking at mistakes, we become less judgmental and more compassionate towards ourselves. And here's a powerful perspective shift. The next time you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up, try saying, it will make a good story. This simple phrase can help reframe your perspective and reduce the fear of failure. Our brains have a frustrating tendency to remember negative experiences more vividly than positive ones. Let's say we can win 3 times and fail 3 times, but guess what we'll focus on? Those 3 failures. We use them as evidence to talk negatively about our worth. Why do I mention this? Because understanding this negativity bias is very crucial. Remember, it's not your fault to think that way. It's just how our brains are wired. But here's the good news. Awareness is the first step to change. Start consciously celebrating your wins, no matter how small. Keep a winning journal if you need to. Balance out that negativity bias with intentional positivity. And remember this. Every experience, including mistakes, is neutral. Let me say it again. Every experience, including mistakes, is neutral. It's our interpretation that gives events their emotional weight. When something happens, pause before reacting. Consider different ways you could interpret the event and choose the most constructive one. It's all too easy to fall into this trap of letting others' perceptions define our worth. But here's the crucial truth to remember. They're not you. They don't live your life. And they can never truly understand you at your core. Comparisons are a natural human tendency, but they're rarely helpful. Instead of comparing yourself to others, Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, last month, and last year. Celebrate your progress and set personal goals based on your own aspirations, not others' achievements. Remember, others' success doesn't diminish your worth. Just because they achieve something first doesn't mean you'll never experience your own success. Your journey is unique and your time will come. So to wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Always talk positively about yourself, even if it feels like quote-unquote bullshitting at first. We're not here to argue or prove ourselves right all the time. Focus more on happiness and peace more than being right. What's the point of being right if it damages your self-worth? Another point I believe that is very important to emphasize. Many of us, sometimes including myself, we often wait until we achieve something significant in order to feel that we are worthy. But what if you haven't accomplished anything great yet? How would you talk nicely to yourself, you may ask? Well, let me tell you this. If you can't find enough evidence to believe in yourself initially, talk to yourself nicely anyway. Over time, this positive reinforcement can lead to genuine improvements in self-worth. Because believe it or not, even when you say negative things to yourself, and even if you're right, it doesn't help your self-worth at all. And in fact, it does the opposite. On the other hand, when you say nice and positive things to yourself, and even if they are not true, they still benefit your life and your self-worth in the end. So why not talk nice things to yourself, because it costs nothing. My dear friends, improving your self-worth is a transformative journey that begins with how you speak to yourself. By cultivating awareness of your inner dialogue, embracing mistakes as an opportunities for growth, and consistently choosing positive self-talk, you can reshape your self-perception and boost your confidence. Remember, you have the power to rewrite your internal narrative and build a stronger, more resilient sense of self. Be patient with yourself and know that every step forward is progress. You are worthy, you are capable, and you have the strength to become the best version of yourself. So take that first step today, and your future self will thank you for it later. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to my podcast and leave a review on your favorite platform. And if you're feeling generous, share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And until next time, stay awesome, stay limitless, and stay you.